Dear student, in previous video we already discussed about the course content, weightage of marks and question paper patterns of the subject engineering graphics 2. So in this video we are going to discuss about the definition of solid. Okay, so what is the mean by solid? Okay, a solid is nothing but what? It is an object with three dimensions. The three dimensions are the length, breadth and the thickness or height. It is formed when the plane surfaces are bound together. It is nothing but what? A solid may be defined as three-dimensional object having length, breadth and thickness. Okay, and it is bounded by the surface which may be plane or it may be curved or combination of the two. Okay, here I would like to show one simple here you can say this is the rectangular object. Okay, so this rectangular object is a solid. So this rectangular object is having length, okay, that is L, and this is the B, breadth of the rectangular object, and it is the thickness of the object, okay, or it is the height of the object, and it is bounded by the surface which is plane surface. This is the plane surface. Okay, all the surfaces are bounded by the plane. So this is the rectangular object, right? I hope you understand the meaning of solids. Let us to discuss about next classification, right? So there are 5 different types of classification of solids. First one, regular polyhedron. Second, prism. Third, pyramids. Fourth, solids of revolution. And final, truncated and frustum of solids. Okay, so as you know that first one in the classification of solid, that is regular polyhedron. Okay, so this is the polyhedron. It can be classified into 5 different types. First one, tetrahedron. Second, cube. Third, octahedron. Fourth, dodecahedron. Fifth, icosahedron. Okay, so let us to discuss about what is meant by tetrahedron. Okay, tetrahedron is nothing but it has 4 equilateral triangular face. Okay, there are 4 equilateral triangular faces are bounded together. Okay, that is called a tetrahedron. Second one, cube or hexahedron. Okay, it has 6 equal square face. Okay, and figure number C, that is octahedron. It has 8 equilateral triangular faces. Okay, fourth one, that is dodecahedron. Okay, it has 12 equal regular pentagonal faces. Okay, and last, icosahedron. It is nothing but it has 20 equilateral triangular faces. So all these 5 different types are polyhedron. Okay, so let us to discuss about what are the prisms. There are 6 different types of prism. First one, triangular prism. Second, square prism. Third, pentagonal prism. Fourth, hexagonal prism. Fifth, regular prism. And last, oblique prism. Okay, see, you can observe the figure, all the figures of prism one by one. In the triangular prism, we can observe the part that is base. Base is nothing but what? When the prism is placed on one of its end face, the end face on which the prism rests is called base. Okay, so normally this base is rest on the HP, that is horizontal plane. Okay, and what about lateral face? Lateral face is nothing but what? The side faces are called lateral face. Okay, so normally it is a rectangular vertical surface. So this rectangular vertical surface is nothing but what? Lateral faces. Okay, and one more important to discuss about that is axis. Axis is nothing but what? It is the imaginary line connected the center of the end faces is called axis. Okay, the imaginary line connecting the centers of the end faces is called axis. Okay, and let us to discuss about what is meant by shorter edges. Okay, short edge is also called as a base edge. You can see here base edge. Okay, the base edge is nothing but what? The sides of the end faces are called base edge, or you can call it as a short edges. Okay, and what about longer edge? Longer edge is nothing but what? The edges connecting the corners of the two end faces are called longer edge or lateral edge. It is because the shape of the lateral face are rectangular. Okay, they are also known as rectangular faces. Okay, and let us to discuss about in this prism. There are two important kind of prism. Those are right prism and oblique prism. Okay, you can see the figure A, B, C, D and E are right prism. It is because all these objects, when the axis of the prism is perpendicular to the base, is called right prism. That means all these prisms bases are rest on the HP. That means the object is kept on the HP which is perpendicular. Okay, so this kind of position is called as what? Right prism. But regular oblique prism is nothing but what? When the axis of the prism is inclined to its base, as shown in figure F. So this is called as what? Oblique prism. Okay, I hope you understand what is the meaning of a prism and its types. Let us to discuss about pyramids. Okay, pyramid is a polyhedron having a plane surface as its base and a number of triangle meeting at a point is called as what? Vertex. Okay, the meaning of vertex is nothing but a pyramid is a polyhedron having a plane figure as its base. Okay, and a number of triangular meets at a point called vertex, or you can call it as a apex. Vertex is also called as a apex. Right? See, here also the axis will be considered. Okay, the axis is nothing but in case of pyramid, the imaginary line connecting the apex and the center of the base is called as what? Axis. Right? And let us to discuss about what is the meaning of a slant edge. Okay, so this is the slant edge, right? Slant edge is nothing but the edges connecting the apex and the base corner are called inclined edge or slant edge or longer edge. Okay, and here also we are going to study what is the right pyramid and what is the oblique pyramid. In previous discussion, we already discussed about what is a regular right prism and oblique prism. Okay, the same things we are also here also we are going to discuss about right pyramid and oblique pyramid. So right pyramid is nothing but what? When the axis of the pyramid is perpendicular to its base is called as what? Right pyramid. Okay, you can observe the figure number. Figure A, B, C, D and E are the right pyramid. It is because when the axis of the pyramid is perpendicular to its base, okay, and is called as what? Right pyramid. Okay, and you can observe the diagram oblique pyramid. Oblique pyramid is nothing but what? When the axis of the pyramid is inclined to the base is called as what? Oblique pyramid. Okay, I hope you understand the meaning of different types of prism. So let us to discuss about solids of revolution. Okay, so solids of in the solids of revolution, okay, let us to discuss about what is cone. You can see the figure B. Okay, so when the right angle triangle is revolved, so for let us to this is the right angle triangle. Okay, so when a right angle triangle is revolved, so this is will be revolved about one of its sides. The hypotenuse of the right angle triangle generates a cone. So this is the hypotenuse. Okay, so this hypotenuse of the right angle triangle generates a cone is called as what? A cone, right? And let us to discuss about what is the meaning of a cylinder. Okay, so when a rectangular is revolved, so this is the rectangular, right? So it is revolved about one of its longer sides. So this is the longer sides and other side generates a cylinder. So this is the one another sides, it will be generates the cylinders. Okay, so this is called a cylinder. Okay, and let us to discuss about what is a sphere. So this is the sphere. Okay, when a semicircle is revolved about its diameter, so this is the semicircle. Okay, so this semicircle is revolved about its diameter. If it is the semicircle is revolved, so it will becomes a sphere. Okay, and similarly, if it is in the axis is inclined to the base, that is called as what? Oblique cylinder and oblique cone. It is because the axis is inclined to the base. Okay, and remaining the axis is perpendicular to the base, that is called cylinder, cone and sphere. Okay, I hope you understand the solids of revolution, right? And last one, we have to discuss about what are the truncated of solids and what are the frustum of solids. Okay, so the first three figure, that is A, B, C, are truncated solids. Okay, and figure number D and E are frustum of solids. Okay, let us to discuss about what is meant by truncated of solids. So truncated of solids is nothing but when the solids are cut such that their cut surface are inclined to the base is called as what? Truncated surface. Okay, normally the object is to be kept on the horizontal plane. The cutted planes, it will be cut the cylinder or prism or cone with the help of cutting plane at an angle. Okay, so this is called as what? Truncated of solids. We can observe the figure A, that is truncated cylinder. The upper part is a cutted surface at an angle. Okay, and similarly in truncated prism, it is also the upper part is cutted at an angle. Okay, and this is a truncated pyramid. Okay, but what is the meaning of frustum of solids? Okay, so when a pyramid or cone are cut such that their cut surface are parallel to the base. Okay, you can observe the diagram. Frustum of pyramid, the base of the pyramid and cutted surface are parallel. Similarly, you can observe the frustum of cone. The base of the cone and cutted surface, that is the upper part of the cutted surface, are both are parallel. So they are called as what? Frustum of solids. I hope you understand the meaning of truncated and frustum of solids. Truncated solids is nothing but what? When the solids are cut such that their cut the surface are inclined to the base is called as what? Truncated solid. And the meaning of frustum of solids is when a pyramid and cone are cut such that their cut the surface are parallel to the base is called as what? Frustum of solids. Okay, I hope you understand these different types of solids, that means classification of solids. So in the next video I would like to solve the two stage of problems and the third stage of the problems. Okay, do practice perfectly. Thank you.